And the New York Times is reporting bombs used in the Israeli airstrike in Rafah that killed at least 45 people on Sunday were made in the United States. The report says weapons experts reviewed visual evidence from debris at the location. The Times found remnants of a GBU-39 bomb designed and manufactured in the United States. It also says U.S. officials have pressured Israel to use more of the bombs to reduce civilian casualties. And joining us here on the set right now is Omar Ashour. He is a professor of security and military studies at Doha Institute for Graduate Studies. Good to have you back with us. Want to pick up on what we just have been reporting. Both CNN and the New York Times are reporting that U.S.-made weapons were used in that deadly strike in Rafah on a tent camp for displaced Palestinians. What does that tell you?
So first, the IDF spokesperson yesterday refused to name it. He was asked directly what type of munition was used, and he described it as a small bomb, 17 kilograms, precision, but he refused to name it, probably trying to avoid an embarrassment for the Biden administration. But now we at least have an idea of it. Thing is, the model was not mentioned because the small diameter bomb, the GBU, has multiple versions. So as small as 17 kilograms and all the way up to over 100 kilograms. So we don't know which version was used. And these precision guided, they're not always accurate. So we have about somewhere between 80 to 90% accuracy rates. They can miss by a significant margin. And the problem in an area like Rafah, where 65 square kilometers only, you have now we're having a force of over 6 brigades operating in that area, and a population density of over 20,000 per square kilometer. So anywhere you shoot with pistols, not with a 100 kilogram precision guided bomb from an airstrike or with artillery, you're going to kill civilians. You're going to kill innocent bystanders, including women and children. So I think it's very telling that this is allowed to continue, while knowing that there will be significant death among innocent people.
I was going to ask you about that, just to pick up on what you're saying there, because in terms of combat conduct, what you just outlined, as civilian casualties continue to rise at an alarming rate, and they will, unfortunately and tragically, now that Israel is pressing on with this Rafah offensive, how does that impact the campaign, the operation?
So the campaign, I think the ultimate objective seems to me that there is no strategic objective. It's more of an operational level type of objective. It will West Bank Rafah, if you wish. So it will divide Rafah, or divide actually West Bank Gaza. So it will divide Gaza into multiple pockets via dissecting it into north and south. Netzarim corridor now that is manned by 2 brigades is dividing it into north and south. There will be also another corridor, this is east-west, parallel to the Salah ad-Din road, also will be manned, and you will have strong points and positions there, from which there is some of the brigades that will be almost permanently based there in rotations will conduct raids, like the one we see in Jabalia, like the ones we see now in the North Gulf of Gaza. And then this is after the operation is finished, after the Rafah operation is finished, which is still ongoing right now. Right now in Rafah, you have a very large concentration of force that will attempt to undermine what the Israelis estimate that there are 4 combat-ready battalions or combat-effective battalions situated in Rafah. They named them Yabana, in Shabura, in east of Rafah, and also in the Tel Sultan area where they conducted the airstrike. So they will attempt to undermine and degrade these battalions, and will try to get some of the hostages out from Rafah. So this is their objective at the moment. But I think the long-term objective will be creating very small pockets in Gaza without even a Palestinian authority, so without the Hamas authority, and then attempt to run the show at that long term.
All right, Omar Ashour, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.